Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to start the award ceremony. If everybody can step forward. Ryan, you might want to put the volume up just a hair and so that everybody can hear me. Thank you. You can hear? Great. So what I want everyone to do is take 4 steps forward. There's a lot of folks that are not fitting in. There we go. We're all friends. Super. Good evening. My name is Al Bond. I'm the CEO of the Avalon Foundation. I want to welcome everybody back to Plein Easton 2021. I can't tell you what a pleasure it is for all of us at the Avalon, the staff and board, to be able to host this event again. And are so grateful to everyone here, artists and collectors alike, and volunteers, and all the folks that make this event happen. We are enormously grateful for your support of this event, and really the whole community embracing Plein Easton in the way that has transpired. So it's really something special, and I hope that you are a part of that specialness. I want to say that the Plein Easton exists in part because we have support from a group of folks that have been a part of it since the beginning and supported the event financially. This is our Friends of Plein Air. Many of you in this room are Friends of Plein Air. I want to make a special thank you for, again, stepping up and making it possible to have the event, not just now, but into the future. It really made a big difference, especially over the last 2 years, that our friends stuck with us. So thank you. As anyone who has been to this award ceremony before knows, we get right to the point. And so I'm gonna bring Denise Grant up, and she's gonna say a few words, and then we're gonna make some announcements about who won awards at Plein Easton this year. Denise, would you like to come up and sing? Yep.
I don't even know if I need the microphone. People tell me I have a loud voice. So welcome, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming at this exciting event tonight. As Al said, what a pleasure for all of us to be able to gather together this year, the artists, and all of you here today. I want to do a few special thanks before I introduce our judge, and then we get to the real big announcements of the winners of the awards this evening. But first, I want to thank all of our partners across the county who really came together and put on such an amazing event countywide this year. There are so many people to thank, and if I started, I would leave people out. But one very special thanks really needs to go to the Academy Art Museum. So they've been a special partner with us for 17 years, and this whole event could not be pulled off in such an elegant and special way without the assistance of the Academy Art Museum, and their new director, Sara Jesse, is here. So 1 month into the job, please introduce yourself to her if you've not met her yet. So I also want to really give a special thanks to the people that put this on, which is the staff of the Avalon Foundation, and our many, many, many volunteers. It really does take a village to put on this event for the whole week, and there are hundreds of people involved. So really thank you all so much for your dedication and your hard work in this heat. Also, I want to give a special thanks. We don't get to do this very often, and we certainly didn't get to come together last year in any way like this, but I really want to thank the staff of the Avalon for their perseverance over the last year. They put on a revised and revamped plein air light last year, which was, you know, a unique experience, but it did still allow the artists to come together and the artists to come together and sell paintings, which was something that they were not able to do very much over the course of the last year. And so the Avalon Foundation staff really came together, and then creativity throughout the year. The Avalon staff did everything from revise the farmers market to make it a drive-through farmers market. They did the Avalon Pavilion, the Stoltz family pavilion, where they were able to do outdoor performances and also use that pavilion for all the people in the community to come together and to use that for their programming. So it was really, and then they staffed the COVID hotline for Talbot County and a lot of other things. So I just really want to give a big shout out to the Avalon staff. So now let's start to get to the real crux of the matter here. I want to introduce our esteemed judge this evening. Our judge this evening is Dan Weiss. He is president and CEO of the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. I think most of you have heard of that small little institution up the street. So, obviously it's one of the largest and most important museums in the world. And so we really are so grateful for Dan for being here. And Dan has such a unique background. He's really a little bit of a Renaissance man. And when I talk a little bit about what he's done, you'll see what I mean. He's both a scholar and an art historian, and he's a really experienced leader at leading very complex organizations. He has his BA from art history and psychology from George Washington University. He has an MBA from Yale, and he has a PhD in art history from Johns Hopkins University. So quite credentialed, and we are again lucky to have him here. He's had a varied and distinguished career across the nonprofit sector. He began at Johns Hopkins University as an art history professor. He quickly became the department head. Then he became the dean of the School of Arts and Sciences at Johns Hopkins University. Then he spent the next 15 years as a college president at Lafayette College and at Haverford College. And then in 2015, he got a call for a dream job, and that was to go lead the Metropolitan Museum of Art, where he's been since 2015. And all along the way, he maintained his, was able to support his love of art and his connectivity with art by being an art history professor throughout the time. In his spare time, Dan is a writer, is a prolific writer, and has written 6 books. And one book that I actually highly recommend came out in 2019. It's called In That Time, and it's about a story of a young man in the Vietnam War. And it's a very moving story. Dan is not a stranger to Talbot County. Dan and his wife, Sandra, who's here this evening, have a home here. They've had a home here for 16 years, and they consider Talbot County their home. They have 2 sons that are grown and almost grown, and they consider this their home because that's been the constant home throughout their lives. So we, again, are so grateful to Dan for being here and for being our judge. And no more words. Let's get to the business here. Thank you, Dan.
Well, good evening. It is a great pleasure to be here and an honor and a privilege to have had this really hard job. The quality of works that I had a chance to look at during this plein air period have been really quite extraordinary. So it is an honor to be part of this. And I did the best I could making the judgments that I can, but there are lots of ways for this to have gone. And they're, as you all know, the work's extraordinary, and we're all lucky to be part of it. So it is my pleasure now to announce the winners, and I will do so as soon as Al gives me the high sign. Ready? Okay, here we go. So the first award, the Judge's Choice Award, sponsored by Margaret Wrightson and David Bellis. The first winner is All Is Quiet Now, Sara Linda Polly. The second Judge's Choice Award, sponsored by Margaret Wrightson and David Bellis, is Solitary Man by Lon Brauer. And the next Judge's Choice Award, sponsored by Margaret Wrightson and David Bellis, is Easton Gothic by Jill Glassman. Okay, the next award is Best Use of Light, sponsored by Betty Huang at Studio B Gallery. And the winner is Bound by Daniel Robbins. The next award is Best Painting by a Maryland Artist, sponsored by Kate Quinn. And the winner is All is Peace, Nancy Tankersley. I can see that some of you know Nancy. That's great. Okay, the next award is Best Watercolor, sponsored by the Trip Gallery, and the winner is Oxford Tree Line by David Csont. The next award is Best Nocturne, sponsored by Leslie Lobel and Eric Timsack. And the winner is, aptly named, Nocturne, 11:44 p.m. Crista Pisano. congratulations. The next award is the Renaissance Award in recognition of Sue and Joe Bredekamp. And the winner is Talbot County Don, John Brandon Sills. We come to Best New Artist to Plein Easton, sponsored by Y Financial Trust. And the winner is Forrest Landing Farm, Laurie Maher. Okay, we come to Best Architectural, sponsored by the Historical Society of Talbot County. And the winner is Brookletts by Thomas Bucci. The next award is Best Marine, sponsored by the Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum. And the work is See You Tomorrow by Zufar Bikbov. The next award is Life of a Waterman. The sponsor is anonymous. The title is Working on the Chesapeake by Leonard Mizerek. The next award is Life on the Farm, sponsored by the Tidewater Farm Club and the Talbot County Farm Bureau. The title is The Farmhouse by Neal Hughes. Okay, we are moving along here. We next come to third place in the competition, sponsored by September 1st Partners. And the winner is the title, Another Beautiful Morning in Oxford by Jeff Williams. Not yet. And second place, sponsored by the Academy Art Museum, the title is Summer Symphony by Mary Veiga. Well done. Congratulations. Next is the Artist Choice Award. Am I reading that?
You're going to read it.
This is the Artist Choice Award, and I have been designated the guy to read it from the artists. And sponsored by Hallie and Scott Asplund. And the picture is entitled Bound by Daniel Robbins. Congratulations. Nice.
This is the one that I'll say a few words about.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I'm really going to just say a few words about this award and the person for whom it was named, Timothy Dills. When Plein Air Easton started, now I can't believe it, 17 years ago, it was just an idea that we thought might work. And yeah, I've been thinking a lot about what it means to have vision. And there are certain people who really can see things that do not yet exist. And Timothy Dills was one of those people in all sorts of ways. He was a developer who really changed the face of Easton in a very positive way. He was a huge supporter of the arts across the board, and certainly as it relates to the Avalon, and he was the person that made it possible for us to take a chance on a new idea. And for that reason, the grand prize has been named on his behalf ever since. Ellen Vatney, who has sponsored this award since Tim's passing, was married to him for a number of years and also was the founder of the Avalon Foundation. And so you want to talk about a power couple, there it is. Ellen is an incredibly special person to a lot of us, but again, the ability to see things that are not yet true is something that I think that the two of them really shared. Certainly the vision of what the Avalon could be and has become came from taking a chance on a theater that really had fallen into disuse, and she saw the possibilities and so many more after that. So Ellen is an incredibly important and good person, and so was Tim Dills. He really, we would not all be here but for his belief in the possibilities. So with that.
Okay, so the grand prize, the Timothy Dills Memorial Award, sponsored by Ellen Vatney. The title is A Little Bit Louder Now by Tim Kelly. Congratulations. Well done. Thank you. Really an honor to do it. Thank you so much. All set.
So I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight and remind you all that these galleries are open throughout the weekend. We have our quick draw tomorrow. We'd love to see you all back throughout the weekend. Again, Small Painting Sunday is on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock here. And Dan Weiss will be back again on Sunday at 2 o'clock in this space to talk a little bit more in depth about his award choices. So thank you all again. Thanks.